The good news is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And off we go from Soldier Field. Shifts by him. And takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100 plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
That one too wide and incomplete.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Williams. Staying on his feet. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Brought down back at the 21-yard line.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
This is taken at about the 14. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the former Colorado Buffalo, their rookie quarterback.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment, running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Throwing, Sanders. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. They wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. His first pass attempt of the game, Charles, and the pass rush was right there to hit him. But no fear, he delivered an accurate ball. Nice catch.
And you never want to see your quarterback getting hit, but it also sends a message to the rest of the team when he's able to take that shot and still deliver downfield. Showing a little toughness, and the team rallies around him. This could really help them on their drive.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice eat.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A bad sack. Dominique Robinson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
By that time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't it? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Under pressure, and they get to him again. Dominique Robinson. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
To throw now, here's Sanders. That throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
On 4th down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game.
And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Yeah, that's a nice pickup there, especially when it comes on the heels of a 3 and out the first time you have the ball. They were determined to not have that happen again, and that's a nice throw for their first down of the game.
And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41.
They'll run with the Rutgers man, Kyle Monangai.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. To throw, Williams. That's complete. Luther Burden.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 22-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. Brought down at the 20. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd and 7 from the 20. Working out of the gun, Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
So the completion gets him just a yard. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
To the air, Williams.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
So this defense, they gave up some yards on this drive, but bottom line, they came up with a sack when it mattered.
And we know that every down counts, but let's be honest about it. People focus on 3rd down as a real key down in any drive, any situation. And they took full advantage of 3rd down there and made a play.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So on 4th down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal.
And this one a 41-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first.
Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. And now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Now Sanders.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
To throw is Sanders. Into the hands of Cedric Tillman.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
1st down. A gain of 14. And the Browns 1st down.
Sanders. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
2nd and 10. Here's Sanders.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's 4. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the 1st half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
And that is taken in by Njoku. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
David Njoku.
30 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Browns 7.
So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown.
The career is my stake when you win your crown. The paper, baby, life is on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a piece of mind. I've been focused on the future, never on right now.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bears going to take over now late in this first half as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. Throwing is Williams. Throw right side taken in by Odunze.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Second down and 3. Looking to throw is Williams.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
To throw, it's Williams. He'll try to pick it up himself.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Browns offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
They run with Ford. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
But they run the option here on first and 10. The ball comes out. Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it. He was having success there holding on to it on the option, but ultimately problems downfield, and it results in a turnover.
Man, this is a tough one because you know you'd prefer to have your quarterback either heading to the sidelines or getting down at the end of the play. But you've got an aggressive one. He's fighting for extra yardage, and he gets stripped there. You don't need him to be a hero in that situation. You want your quarterback taking care of himself.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
Following the fumble recovery, Williams. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" because here they come.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Despite some tough running, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to drop something good here on 3rd and 13.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Bears first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
That's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10.
You don't see that a ton, do you, with a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle?
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Williams from the gun on third down. That is caught. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 42. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdowns to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
The tackle made at the
It'll be a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll also be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. From the gun, here's Williams. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Back to the running game with Swift.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw. Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Back to throw. Williams. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Caleb Williams taking it in for 7 yards away. And the Bears put together a fourth quarter drive to take the lead.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Looking to put a drive together.
Sanders to throw.
And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. Second down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Sanders. That's taken in. Isaiah Bond. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there for the offense. They're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
10 more yards. He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
A big play here. Crowd on their feet. 3rd and 4. Completes to Njoku. And he is going to have the Browns first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Right back to Njoku.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw.
Open man is Bond. He's got him.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here's 1st down.
They'll look to throw. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So now the Bears down 14-10, 36 seconds remaining. They've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. 1st and 10. He's back to throw. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10.
Back to throw.
Gets this to Moore. And he will get to the sideline here, but that a minimal gain at best. 3 yards, possibly 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 coming up.
Back to throw. Pass caught by Burden. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Here comes 2nd down at 5. To throw, Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. To the air, Williams. He'll get this into the hands of Odunze.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
It's a gain of 21.
This one came right down to the wire, and CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field.